Hey guys.
Oh, all right. We reached the end. Hello, Roberto.
Rossani, ciao Rossani.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Roberto. How are you guys?
Good.
Happy
good.
to see
Good
you
to see
here,
you.
Ronzani.
Okay, can you hear me now, guys?
Yes.
Perfect.
We can
Okay.
hear you perfectly.
Hi, Roberto. Hi,
Far
Chris.
away in the universe, a very high mountain somewhere in near Vicenza, right?
Yeah, I have the mountain beside my house, only a few kilometers. So are not high like what we have behind here in our screen, but
Yeah.
very nice to visit.
Well, we're at
Great.
the last final stages of our event, so maybe good if you allow me to start with announcing the prize winners. Let me briefly share my screen so you can also see the prize winners. Hold on.
Oh,
Roberto
we have
Ronzani.
We have a
John.
special guest.
Buongiorno.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
John Strook.
Good morning.
Hey, John.
Hey. And two
Good
guys,
to see
are
you.
together. Roberto Priolo, where
Yeah,
are you?
we are here.
See?
Yeah.
We
That's
are in the
fun.
mountains. It's an undisclosed location.
You're on a
That's,
mountain in Rio, and you're on a mountain in Sao Paulo.
That's the beauty.
Yeah, I have Priolo here with me this time.
Oh, nice idea. So hopefully both of you never slept.
I'll be here,
I slept a little bit.
Ah,
Chris
cheater,
didn't.
cheater.
This is why we have the trailer.
Oh, really?
So Rene, you're
Now it's better.
sharing your PowerPoint, but we are seeing the notes.
Oh, really?
Are you?
Yeah,
Me?
Yeah.
That's funny.
yeah.
No, not you, John. Not you, John. Rene.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Well,
Oh, now it's okay.
I'll stop sharing. I can just announce the prize winners. If you allow me, John, we were starting off with we had 2 quizzes, and many people participated. So I'd like to first talk about the numbers 2 till 5. If you haven't already connected to info@leaninstitute.nl, you can send us your email. Colin Newton was number 2. Gary, number 3. Alessandro was the number 4. And Steve Halpin was the number 5. So, and then at last, Andre Zabini, the number 6. So Colin Newton, Gary, Alessandro, Steve Halpin, and Andre Zabini, please, they won all a book set. So we will be in touch if you can reach out. And then the prize winner is Martí Ariza. I think he's from either Spain or somewhere else. Martí Ariza is a young man working at Smurfit Kappa. He's a lean guy, of course. So congratulations and thanks for playing along with this quiz. So that's enough for the quiz. So appreciate your attention there. Okay, back to you guys. John, where have you been? We've missed you in this event. So much fun stuff.
He was with us. I think you were sleeping,
I was
Rene.
asleep, John.
Me too.
I was here.
Yeah. It was just in the hours that I was taking a nap. Sorry, no disrespect. I was just a bit tired. So I needed
That's
some.
okay. We know that Europeans, when they want to sleep or take vacation, nothing stops them. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah, some countries in Europe we take an entire month off, right, Roberto? We need our
Right.
sleep. We need our holidays. We like to enjoy
Yeah,
life.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes step.
Sometimes.
Yeah, not always, but every one day we need to sleep. I don't know you, John. John.
No. No,
So
especially-
anyway, John, we heard from Jim. He gave us a great talk on sustainability, climate change, some of the things lean and green. He said lean is, in his opinion, an enabler for green, but it certainly is not the same. He said, for instance, he gave an example of a coal mine. We got a request from a coal mine saying, can you help us to become lean? He said, well, that's an example of not very green, is it? So depending very much of what you do with the outcome or what the costs you save. So what's your opinion about
Oh, I
sustain-
disagree with Jim
You disagree?
completely. 100% disagree. I think lean absolutely is green. I think lean begins from a stand. What is the basic thinking of lean? And okay, you know, it's one thing how it gets applied, how we apply things in the real world. But one basic idea is we only use just enough resources to create value. If you use only just enough resource, effort, material, everything to create something of real value, then that is the absolute definition of green. So I disagree with Dr. Womack on that point. I think if we step back and look at the way lean is applied, and if you think about applying, you know, the way we usually do lean systems to something like environment, yeah, it seems very difficult. But if you think of lean thinking as something that every single person brings into every moment they have, every problem they have, then it's absolutely green. So I disagree with Dr. Womack's conclusion on that point. And that's okay. That's okay. We're still all figuring out how to make the world a better place. But you guys began your talk also, I believe, yesterday before Jim, talking about how we want to use lean thinking to make the world better, right? I think, Christopher, you said that, and I think you all said that. Well, we're taking lean thinking into every moment. That means applying the thoughts of how can we make things better to create value with less waste, means in less resources, the minimum amount. So from that standpoint, it is green. Beg to differ, Dr. Womack. That's my view.
Well, I think you agree on some of these lean ideas a lot. So, but I liked the fact that he challenged that. Yeah, you can. You know, it's not just automatically, oh, I do lean, so I am sustainable. I don't think that's the case. Although we also discussed a bit in some of the other topic or other meetings that, for instance, with RME, they said, yeah, we refurbish cars. So some people say that's not sustainable, but in our opinion, it's quite sustainable because we improve the length of stay of a car, even if it's not electrical. And what we currently, for instance, in the Netherlands have, 5% is electrical vehicles, but there's hardly any network capacity anymore. So if you want to buy an electric vehicle, there's no space for you to have a loading dock at your house. So I don't think it's going to happen pretty quickly with the EVs, but anyway, maybe say to him.
Well, no, there's definitely a transition period, which is almost by definition messy. We don't know what will happen. Will transportation go more electric? Yes. But even that is the ultimate solution. Battery storage with big giant batteries that have a very messy supply chain, have a very messy process system of charging. That will probably all look very different by the time this all comes to some sort of conclusion. But if we were all along thinking more lean, we would have been trying different solutions all along the last 100 years. So 110 years ago, there was an equal competition between internal combustion engines, battery electric, and steam.
Yeah.
So internal combustion won, mainly thanks to Henry Ford's Model T, and then everything else stopped. All other developments stopped. If we had been thinking set-based, Roberto Ronzani, set-based, every other things would have been developed through this time as well. And so same thing now. The people that say, oh, everything else should stop and just go to battery electric, I have a hard time agreeing with that. But there's the question of what to do and then how to do it. Now, we can be lean in how we do stuff, but also in terms of what we do. In terms of what we do, the solution, I think the set-based approach, especially in times of uncertainty, and everyone tells us this is a great time of uncertainty, I guess it's true, then we need to be using multiple, we need to be pursuing multiple approaches, I think. So, and yes, to the work you're talking about, Renee, sure, it's a transition period. We still need, there's still valid ways and things we can do with the existing vehicles in the world. So, anyway, that's what I think. What do you think, Roberto Ronzani? What about in Italy? Do you have an EV yet, Roberto?
Sorry?
Do you have an electric vehicle already?
Okay, now because my video stopped for some seconds at that time by time. We have a very little electrical vehicle in Italy because the main problem on one side is the cost. So we are a poor country in some way, not so poor, but and on the other side is the power transport to get everywhere. So in this moment, I'm in a company involved in energy, you know, Pietro Fiorentini. So I'm just talking with them. I'm also here with Monica, that is helping them with the new development, the innovation. So we are trying to do something. This company here is moving to, in this moment, to hydrogen. Also, not only energy, but coming back to your question, there are many initiatives in the moment, but the quantity of electrical vehicle is very, very, very few. We have many hybrid. So Lexus and Toyota are selling so much in this moment in Italy. Probably is the first.
Oops.
Frozen, sorry. We see you again, Roberto. You were saying?
Yes, I don't know when you lost me, but it's a matter of a connection. I was telling that in Italy now there are many hybrid vehicles, not so many electrical vehicles, because the transport of energy is really difficult here for mountains for many reasons.
Yeah. I think it's still a long way to go, but
Yeah.
as you said, John, I think we should continue developing multiple strands and not just go for, I think that one is the answer. So yeah.
I do have an EV and I love it. And I have an EV mainly because it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But in the US, the cars are a bit cheaper than in Europe. For instance, you drive.
I'm not gonna talk about how much they cost here in Brazil, right?
Forget about Brazil. I mean, you pay like
Okay.
100% extra or something. Anyway, hey, maybe good to look back at this event. I think we moved to a new platform. So this is the first time we use Zoom events. I must say it has been quite an improvement over last year. I think a lot less problems with people getting in, at least as far as I know. But Chris, maybe you have a better view on this. We had over 6,000 people registered for this event. Chris, how many people participated in real life?
We had here total attendees during the event 3,001 that actually came. So and that doesn't count the speakers and it doesn't count the hosts. So we had a good number of people actually coming and participating with us. There you have some reactions there on screen.
Yeah, we can see.
So like you said, Rene, we did have new experiments happening. Afterwards, we want to hear from the public. I think big changes for accessibility were the translations. So we would like to hear from you if you like that. You can activate the closed caption. Oh, there, people liked it. closed caption, you can put in over 30 different languages there. So that's the automatic translation using AI for an advantage for us. And another experiment was the interpretation with audio. So we had the event in Spanish and in Portuguese during the 24 hours. So this was also an experiment. We would like to know if we should continue doing this kind of movement, or should we change to another thing. But the platform really helped to do these changes safely. So that's true.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a lot of work even up till the last hour. So well done, Chris, Roberto, and also the team in Brazil. They spent a lot of hours and energy. And we must say, even Zoom was quite impressed with us kicking off this event. I heard from a guy who's supporting us, he said, this is one of the best business cases we have. So we are looking into this, how you guys have pulled this off with so many speakers and cases and videos and stuff. So I think a good round of applause for ourselves as well. Well done. As many people probably don't know, but yeah, this is a lot of work from volunteering people, including ourselves, but also the speakers, the hosts. So big thank you to all the speakers and the hosts, because it's been quite amazing. Without your help, we couldn't have done this. Also a big thank you to our sponsors. We had 6 or 7 sponsors this year. Kenda with some amazing software platform where you can upload your video and does some amazing AI-based measurements of stuff. So please go there. Also Machan from Taiwan. They produce beautiful cards for your equipment. Quite amazed with what they do. Super stuff. Boards on Fire from based in Scandinavia, in Sweden. They have all these types of electrical boards, and I must admit, at first I wasn't a big fan, but boy, these guys convinced me what they can do with this. So it's quite amazing. And we had Amplon, who is really good in strategy deployment using visual boards. We had Dream Place Hotels, who were so kind to provide us with a first prize for a stay in this beautiful hotel. We were there all, so we know it's a brilliant experience. And last but not least, E.ON. And E.ON is a big energy company in Europe, and they so much like what we do. So for the second time this year, they didn't need anything in return, so they just supported us. So thanks a lot, Hubert-Jan and E.ON, for being able to set us up and take some of the costs so we can provide all these activities here.
René?
Chris, yes.
I would like to ask a special thanks for somebody who really accepted a huge challenge.
Yes.
That this event wouldn't be possible. And this guy is at this moment exactly here beside me. He accepted 2 challenges here. He accepted to take care of all the content and be the big curator of all this content. So Priolo, you really took over this. You talked to everybody. You know everybody. You managed to create a incredible schedule for us. And just to be very clear, if you still didn't get it, I'm in Brazil, in São Paulo. He is in Barcelona at this moment in the studio, and we are connecting to each other. So he even accepted the physical challenge of a studio to share this experience with us. Again, we are doing experiments. We are lean guys, so we like to do short, small experiments. Let's see what happens. Not everything is perfect. But we are learning, and we only can do this, and we only can learn because the community allows us. So again, Priolo, thank you very much for accepting this. We wouldn't have this event this year.
Welcome.
Big thank you,
I appreciate it.
Roberto.
I want to thank you, everybody from the LGN who provided a lot of material this year, and it has been a lot of work, but you know, it's funny, like in the run up, there is a lot of frustration and you're tired, and then, you know, it all makes sense when then we all come together for this 24 hours and we share with so many people the work that we've done over the course of the previous year. So to me, it's really a privilege to help this community, and I hope that people enjoyed this event, and I thank you all for being here.
Yeah,
Thank you, Roberto.
thank you, Roberto.
Very good.
So
You're
it's
welcome.
John,
outstanding, Roberto and everyone. One question on my mind, if I could, is so the value of any activity like this or anything we do, to Christopher's point, we try things, is what happens next, right?
Yeah.
And so this is a 24-hour activity, but it's become a year-round activity in a way. So as Roberto, as you just said, you're working on this, you know, the whole year. So I'm just looking. I know you'll start thinking right away after you've had some sleep about next year, what to do next. But also this content. So Roberto, you worked with, I don't know, I forget how many presenters there were for this, but it's
196 speakers and hosts.
what?
It's a new record.
That's just incredible. The amount of content here is amazing. Now, Roberto Priolo is everyone may not know, you've been learning Japanese language the last couple of years. There's a Japanese word I think you probably know. It's kind of well-known word called mottainai. That means means a fear. Well, I don't know, what does it mean? A fear of something being wasted. So you have so many sessions with great content. So how to, you know, get this shared with more people, I think is something to think about. It's mottainai, not for many people to take advantage of all these. Like Renee, like you said, you were asleep.
yeah,
I had to miss a lot. I didn't see it all. I'd be happy. I want to see it all. Now, Roberto Ronzani was awake last night. He watched all 24 hours, right? And but anyway, how we could share, you know, with more people, I guess, is something that's worth thinking about. It was just incredible content. Again, great job by everyone.
yeah. I think
Talking about the
I think
content.
it's a very
Sorry, Priolo,
go on,
just to explain about the content, we are still receiving a lot of questions here at the lobby. All this content is recorded, okay? And we will share in the LGN YouTube channel. So it will be available in the next few days. So everybody who is watching, yes, you will receive the recording because I'm receiving the questions here now. It will be available like last year's also. They are there in the LGN YouTube channel. Okay, so you can access that. Okay, back to you, Priolo. Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, well, no, what I just wanted to say that you know, it's always something that we wonder, like, how can we raise our voice? Actually, that was the title of Jim's presentation at the very beginning of the event. That we need to raise our voice as a community and to become more visible, because, you know, we do believe that we can make the world a better place, but unless people know what we do, that's not going to happen. So I think it falls on us, but it falls on every one of us, including the people watching. You know, there is this concept, you know, now that we're using Japanese words, you know, it's a very famous Japanese word in the world, and that's yokoten. You know, how you spread the knowledge, how you ensure that the knowledge travels from one person to another, from one organization to another. In the last few years, I've been with the LGN for a decade now, and some of the best implementations and transformations I witnessed, they started from somebody hearing about this from a colleague or from another organization, and they went to see the work over there. They got inspired. So really, this is how, in my mind, that's how it grows organically. And but for that to happen, it really needs to be an effort that we all make as a community. And we hope that with events like this and with the rest of the activities that we put together, we give a contribution to that.
Yeah, and I think we've learned also in the last couple of years that lean transcends just one organization. So you can really change an industry, you can really change a sector, you can really change entire groups of organizations and make a real effort. So I truly believe that we can solve, or lean can help, we can help solving a lot of issues. I remember back in the days when I first met Dan and John, I came from a commercial background and said, why are you giving away all this stuff for free in these books, or hardly for free? And then Dan said, Rene, there's simply too many problems in the world to solve. So we hope that people really learn to solve these problems themselves, because there's so much going on. And we hope, and it starts already with raising your children or teaching them in schools. There's a lot of stuff that we can do to help. So thank you all for participating. Really enjoyed myself hugely, even if I had to have some sleep. But it's amazing. It's been fun. And John, have you had any sleep?
Oh, I had lots of sleep.
Yeah, lots of sleep. What time is it now for you? Because you're in Japan, I believe.
No, I'm in the United States. I'm in Michigan, and I did get lots of sleep knowing that all the material would be available in a big, massive supermarket.
Yeah.
So for a big supermarket to work, right, there are rules of how people go get stuff. So maybe that's what it goes into a supermarket, Christopher, as you said, and people will be able to access it. How can we let more users know that it's there to access and get people viewing? I think that could be a challenge. One of the things to think about in the year ahead and the years after. But it's great. Third annual event, all incredible amount of content, all free. Just well done, everyone.
Yeah, thanks. Maybe we should think about setting up a digital supermarket. So if people pull, we can put something in. Anyway.
Well, tact time. What would be a good tact time for a release of that? Anyway, I don't know. But there's always fun things to think about.
So,
Well,
Roberto, anything you'd
content
like to-
is with Priolo. So just any ideas of content, guys, just send to Priolo. Now you know he's taking care of the content.
Starting on
And
Monday.
like John said,
Yeah,
and he will
starting
start
on
on
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah. No, so thank you all for participating. We really enjoyed having you all here. So don't feel afraid to reach out. If there's anything we can help you with, events, education, study tours, books, happy to reach out to us. Feel free to connect either directly to your local institute. We have 26. We still want to grow that number, so also feel free to reach out if you want to discuss. Happy to help and coach you in setting up your own institute in your local country. And you can really get some help there. So thanks again. Roberto Ronzani, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
John, thanks for reaching out, being here with us. Appreciate the time you took. And maybe last words for Chris and Roberto Priolo.
Roberto, any final words?
I just want
Thinking.
to thank you all, and I hope the message got that lean, like Rene was saying, transcends sectors, companies, everything. It's literally applied to everything, and we hope that with this event, you've seen how it can help improve.
Okay, so this happens now in the last second or the last minute of the event, and the Priolo starts vanishing. Sorry, Roberto, we didn't hear you. Chris,
I guess that's
else
some
to
kind of a
add?
special effect.
Yeah, the final special effect here in the in our connection. I think he's going back to Barcelona.
It's very-
He's beaming back to Barcelona at this moment.
Well,
But-
before I disappear, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Good
Thank
So
you,
again,
Chris.
guys,
Thank you,
we're
Roberto.
closing now the 24 hours. We're here at our last 15 seconds. I only can say thank you for giving us this opportunity. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you,
Thank you.
team.
Love
Thank
you
you,
all.
everybody
Thank
who
you.
helped, everybody who participated, all
Bye-bye.
sponsors. And John, thank you for coming in this call also. Thank you.
Well
See
done.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.